Tom Sandoval, Tom Schwartz, and Jax Taylor were best friends on Bravo's reality show Vanderpump Rules. They all worked at Lisa Vanderpump's SUR restaurant, though Schwartz's time as a bartender was short-lived. But the three were actually friends before the show. The aspiring models lived together in LA. The three were inseparable for many seasons of the show. However, Jax and Sandoval had a falling out after Jax's wedding to Brittany Cartwright in 2019. They reconciled when Tom Sandoval was public enemy number one after cheating on Ariana Madix in 2023. Jax is currently going through a bitter divorce, which has been on full display on Bravo's The Valley. The two Toms have both appeared on the show to support their friend. However, things between Schwartz and Sandoval soured after their bar, Schwartz and Sandy's, closed in 2024. The closure was widely attributed to lack of business from Sandoval's cheating scandal. Tom Schwartz vowed never to do business with Tom Sandoval again, but the two are reuniting for a special event. Tom Schwartz reveals where friendship with Tom Sandoval stands now. Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz were joined at the hip when they were on Vanderpump Rules. They even partnered with Lisa Vanderpump to open a bar with their names on it. Tom is rumored to be in danger of closing. Tom Schwartz and Jax Taylor recently joined Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live. Schwartz gave an update on his friendship with Tom Sandoval. He said that the friendship almost ended after the fiasco with the bar. "I was very resentful for a long time, but I've let that go. And I feel like we're in a good place again," he said about where they stand now. The two Toms reunite for special event. Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz may be friends again, but they're still doing their own things. Sandoval was announced as a cast member on the upcoming third season of House of Villains. He previously competed on The Masked Singer, Special Forces, and Season 3 of Traitors. As for Tom Schwartz, his marriage to Katie Maloney ended several years ago. He's reportedly on Season 2 of Bravo's dating show, Love Hotel. Despite their separate lives, the two Toms are back together again this weekend for an event in the Midwest. Sandoval formed a band called Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras in 2021. They're performing this weekend in Michigan. They performed in Illinois on Friday, June 20. Fans can meet the Vanderpump Rules alums at the two Michigan shows this weekend. Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras, with special guest Tom Schwartz, perform on Saturday, June 21, at District 142 in Wyandotte, Michigan. Another show on Sunday, June 22, will be held at the Warner Vineyards in Paw Paw, Michigan. For Vanderpump Rules fans, the bromance between Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval was once considered the most unshakable relationship on reality TV, more enduring than any of the cast's messy romances or tequila-fueled feuds. But in the aftermath of Scandoval, when Sandoval's explosive affair with Raquel Leviss shattered friendships, reputations, and ratings records, even Schwartz appeared to reach a breaking point. He distanced himself. He stayed quiet. He'd avoided his former best friend and business partner like he was radioactive. But now, months later, and to everyone's shock, they're back, together, in public, laughing, hugging, maybe even healing. The fall of Tom Tom. Back in early 2023, when news of Sandoval's betrayal of longtime girlfriend Ariana Madix hit the airwaves, it wasn't just romantic hearts that broke. It was romantic ones too. Tom Schwartz, caught in the crossfire of secrets, loyalty, and public outrage, found himself spinning. He admitted in interviews that he'd known about the affair for a while, and fans turned on him for not coming clean sooner. The blowback was intense. Their co-owned bar, Schwartz and Sandy's, suffered a sharp drop in patronage. Protesters gathered. Yelp reviews tanked. Schwartz, who had always played the role of the lovable goofball, found himself villain-adjacent. And he didn't like it. For a while, Schwartz ghosted Sandoval. He was seen traveling solo, hanging with Katie Maloney more often, and exploring business ventures without his partner. In an episode of Watch What Happens Live, he even said, "I love him, but I need space. I gave up trying to fix things. He needs to fix himself. A surprise sighting. Fast forward to a warm July afternoon in Los Angeles. A fan posted a blurry but unmistakable photo to Reddit. Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval, together at a West Hollywood coffee shop. The internet lost its mind. Schwartz had his signature baseball cap low over his eyes. Sandoval sported a hoodie despite the summer heat. But the hug was real. The smiles weren't forced. According to the fan who took the photo, they looked like two dudes trying to rebuild something broken. Soon after, TMZ confirmed the meetup wasn't accidental. The Toms had been in quiet talks for weeks, trying to process what the future could look like, if a future was even possible. Why the reunion now? Insiders close to the VPR production say the timing isn't coincidental. Season 12 is filming. One insider leaked. Producers want resolution. The boys know that the cameras are rolling, and reconciliation is good television. But Schwartz insists this reunion isn't about optics. It's about closure. In a new episode of When Reality Hits, Schwartz opened up. I didn't think I'd be able to look him in the eye again, to be honest. The time passed. I did a lot of therapy. And I realized I missed my best friend. That doesn't mean I excuse what he did. But we've been through too much to just end it like that. Apologies and awkward truths. A Bravo insider claims the reunion between the two Toms wasn't instant sunshine and shots. Their first few conversations were awkward, heavy, and full of tears. Sandoval, who has spent the past year publicly trying to redeem himself, reportedly gave Schwartz a long overdue apology, not just for dragging him into the scandal, but for leaning on him to keep secrets he never asked to keep. He finally said, "I was selfish. I didn't just hurt Ariana. I hurt you too," the source shared. That's what Schwartz needed to hear. But the reunion doesn't mean they're exactly picking up where they left off. Can Tom survive? Schwartz and Sandy still exists, but it's been operating in a fog of bad PR. Many fans swore they'd never step foot inside again unless Sandoval stepped away completely. Now that the duo has reunited, there's speculation they may rebrand the bar or even consider selling it. We've talked about a clean slate, Schwartz revealed in the podcast, not just with each other, but maybe with everything. Maybe it's time for something new. While Bravo has remained tight-lipped, a production crew was reportedly spotted filming at the bar just days after the two reunited, fueling rumors that the venue will feature heavily in VPR's next season. The cast reacts predictably. Not everyone in the Vanderpump universe is thrilled by the reunion. Ariana Madix, who is currently thriving on Broadway and dating fitness coach Daniel Y., is said to have zero interest in Schwartz's journey back to Sandoval. Katie Maloney, Schwartz's ex-wife, took a more nuanced approach. During an Instagram Live Q&A, she answered a fan question about the Tom's coffee date with, "They've always been codependent. It's like when you know your friend is dating a toxic ex again. You roll your eyes and hope they don't get hurt again." Lala Kent was more direct. "Schwartz is gonna Schwartz. At least now, we can all stop pretending he cut Sandoval off for good." A friendship rewritten. For Sandoval and Schwartz, the reunion isn't just about healing. It's about redefining what their friendship looks like now. There's no going back to the goofy days of matching suits and Tom Tuesdays. Too much damage has been done. It's not about pretending everything's fine, Schwartz said. It's about finding something real again. Maybe even better than before, because now it's honest. They're not the same people they were a year ago, and maybe that's the point. Redemption or repetition. The jury's still out on whether fans will embrace this reunion or reject it. Many feel Sandoval still hasn't faced true accountability. Others believe in forgiveness, especially when someone shows real growth. But regardless of public opinion, the Toms are trying. Not to relive the past, but to rebuild something in its wake. And whether that's a bar, a brand, or just a brotherhood, only time and a few more episodes of Vanderpump Rules will tell.